You wouldn't say that to her? Yes, I would. I don't care how big she is. You understand? She's a liar. She's the beast system. You know what the beast is, right? I did show you the Baphomet earlier on. Yeah? I did show you the Baphomet. Well, that's what this is, the beast system. Firstly, look at her wonky titties. Then look at the mastectomy scars there. It's a big mastectomy scar as well, look. About 5 inches long, look. And a big one here as well. She got wonky titties, just like with Bruce Lee. Then look at the muscles. Where are the muscles? Oh, look. She's a fat girl on testosterone. She's been eating spinach. That's all they are. That's not man muscle. And that definitely is not a male's upper arm. I told you, when I went to the gym, I could not understand why I didn't have these little golf ball muscles like all the celebrities had. All the Stallone's got them. Schwarzenegger's got them. They've all got them. Bingo wings. That's meant to be the strongest man in England. Strong men. They're all women, by the way. This one, it's a woman. He's got mastectomy scars. Thorbor, whatever they call him. Eddie, the Game of Thrones. That one's a woman as well. Eddie Hall, images. There, another one. Oliver Richter. This is still a big woman, and that is a fucking Nephilim woman. Look at the side. That is Amazonian, right? You think this is Amazonian? That's Amazonian. The Amazonian warrior princesses, they just don't care. As long as there's a brick wall behind them. Freemasonry. They don't care. As long as there's a brick wall behind them. Showing that Freemasons clearly to your face. That's a woman. How do I know? Her arms are too short. Her nipples are wonky. She's widest below the crotch. She's got no shoulders, no bone structure. Explain to me how Gabriella Sabatini's got a bigger, longer neck than Eddie Hall. Tell me why Eddie Hall's got a widow's peak and you can write the letter M in her hairline. Explain this to me like I'm 4 years old, because I know what it means. I know what these markers mean. Arms hanging akimbo to the body. Eddie Hall, she was difficult to get gates on, but I did find them. Thorber, look at the mastectomy scar under each nipple. That's not a good picture. It's a better one than that. Really close up, shows the nipples. And is that it? There it is. There's your mastectomy scar right there. It's only a small one on this one, look, but it's there. And there's one on this side as well. It's a big, tall woman. Face dial M for Masons. It looks like Eddie Hall. And the reason that it looks like Eddie Hall is because it's a woman. It's a woman. There's no bone structure, look. Soft body. No muscle anywhere. You just believe these are faux pas muscles, not real. Fake muscles. Don't get me wrong. She's 7 foot tall. She's strong. She's stronger than a man that's 6 foot. I'll give you that. But she's not a man. Eddie Hall. Dirty, lying, Baphomet traitor to mankind. Pretending to be a male beast. Here's another one. What's this one called? I can't remember what that one's called. Another long-faced woman, look, with close-set eyes, no brow bone, high-set ears. Martin, someone in it. Thor is so soft. Look, it's a woman on drugs. No cheekbones, high-set ears. Where's your head? Why are your eyes so soft? I can't remember who that one is. Martin Ford. Is that it? Martin Ford. MF. 666, father. In the beast name. Eddie Hall with the soft eyes. There's some real funny pictures of those two together. I'll see if I can find them. Eddie Hall, funny. Let's see if we'll bring up the pictures. Eddie Hall. There's your first one. Hidden in plain sight, look. Look at the size of her chicken nom-noms. She is humongously big in the arse area. Look how coy and feminine she is. Look, she's telling you, I'm a woman, look. I'm a big girl. Don't tell me that's Eddie Hall. When's the last time you wore a siphon see-through top punch? Never! That's right, because I'm a bloke. Eddie Hall, humiliation ritual. A truth in plain sight is what it is. And again, if that him, truth in plain sight, look. All the male bodybuilders are thinking this is funny. Look, Big Eddie's dressed up like a girl. Big Eddie is a girl. Look at that. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about that? It's a piss take. They're literally taking the piss out of you lot. 2 pictures on the trot. 3, 4 pictures. Eddie Hall taking the piss. Literally taking the piss out of you. Dressed like a girl in pink leotards and stockings, look. And who's it all because? Illuminati. See the big triangle, look, they're telling you. Penis up. Eddie Hall's a woman, look. It's not by chance that this person's walking like this. It's a girl. Look at the open leg. On the treadmill. Still walks like a girl, look. Look at that. Chicken, no. I would motorboat that ass. I would. If Eddie hadn't grown a beard and kept the boobs, I would motorboat your ass, Eddie. Let's go back. The beast system is right there. Look at the arms akimbo. She's a big girl, is Eddie, but the other ones are even bigger. Arched eyebrows, rounded eye sockets, small dentures, small mouth. It's hidden in plain sight. They're taking the piss out of you. That's what Eddie is. She's a big sumo wrestler with a breast cut off. She's telling you what she is. Yeah, the perverts, a lot of them. They've perverted the law. They've perverted justice. And now they're perverting children. You was perverted by them. I was perverted by them. But now, look at this. Truth in plain sight. Look at this. Eddie's wearing a moon bump. And so is his husband. Only this one's an obvious moon bump. And that one's not. That's like a sock cloth one. This is a realistic one. Moon bumps. She's pregnant. Yeah, Eddie had them kids, not the husband. Moon bumps. How do you fake a pregnancy? Well, for £250 English, you can buy, over the trimester of a pregnancy, you can buy 4 different sizes. You get all 4 for 250 quid from 3 months upwards to 9 months. And they wear these things under the clothes. They wear them. Look, they've even got stretch marks on them. They wear these things like the realistic. And people fall for it. They do. And there you go. They come in all colours, look. All ranges of people are covered. That means they're doing it in every single nation on earth. Remember when Beyonce squashed a baby? There's the moon bump. There's the baby squashing up and folding up. And there's the baby squashed like an uninflated football. Never in the history of women getting pregnant has a woman sat down and the baby has crumpled up like a squash football. Never. Never in the history has that happened. Because this is a man. Boy wants hay. Meghan Markle's another one. They use moon bumps to fool you. This is how big the trick is. This is how wide the spell is. And this is how grand the lie is. It's the grandest lie you've ever seen in your life. It topples flat earth. It flattens the mud floods. It destroys fake space and every other rabbit hole you can go down. Because once you can do this for yourself, none of these liars can ever pass your gaze again. Study, learn, practice. Eddie Hall, you're a fat bitch with, what is that? Sweet baby Jesus, she's wearing tits. What is going on? What's that? Oh, that was a model. Thank God for that. I thought that was real then. It's a Barbie doll. Look, they're telling the truth, look. Where was it? Alan Rickman. Here. Alan. We did it the other day. Same thing. Alan Rickman. I'm so glad that was a statue. Alan Rickman. Angel. So, in Dogma, the man sleeping in bed and Alan Rickman appears as Gabriel. the angel of the Lord, sticking the middle finger up, look. But the woman in bed, the man in bed says, you're gonna grape me. And Alan Rickman says, no, I can't grape you. Angels are born without sexual anatomies. They have no genitals, basically. And there's Alan Rickman holding the Barbie doll right there, showing what the Alan Rickman is duping Delight, because that is what Alan Rickman looks like down there. He's got no penis. And the same here with Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall is duping Delight on this statue because he knows that it's a woman. She knows she's a woman. Look at the duping Delight. Look at the joy in her eyes, because she's telling you the truth. And here, she's telling you the truth. Eddie Hall walking. There are no male strongmen in the world. There are real ones, but they don't become famous, okay? Let's start with your reverse flamingo foot, knee and foot going outwards, arms hanging akimbo. It's got nothing to do with the muscles. A woman's arms naturally hanging away from the ribs. Full, look at the separation on them knees. Either Eddie Hall has got the biggest balls and penis anyone's ever seen, or it's a woman opening the legs. There she is, elbows out, inline footfall. And again, elbows out, look, not down the side of the body. The arm is hanging outwards, the elbows are pointing outwards. She's in full mince there, as close as she can get it. There's a nice one right there. Right there, full mince, elbows out. That's one of my pictures I've used. Is that you from the back? Full flamingo foot again, look. Look at the diamond that she creates when walking. Who's this? That's a mincer right there. Arm akimbo. Is that him there? That's not him, is it? Oh, it is. Inline footfall, Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall from Flamingo again, look. There's a straight-legged boyfriend, look. See? Why does the husband walk like me, and why does Eddie walk like all the women I've dated? Forensics tells me what the answer is. Even here, look, with Oliver Richter, inline footfall on Eddie Hall, diamond on Richter. This is a joke that they play. They dress up like men in black with the glasses and then follow complete strangers around pretending to be their bodyguards. They're doing it again, look. From Flamingo, full mince. This one's got quite wide hips if it's a man, I'm telling you. It's got skull and bone. Fake! Fake, that's a woman as well. Female Bigfoot I'll go for, not a man. I'm seeing a diamond there anyway, not isosceles. And he's got skull and bones on his top. I'm seeing a woman, short arms, just like these two. See, it's all fake. What about this one? A midget. I got a problem with that foot and leg. I can't do distance on the arms because you're a midget, but you got very wide hips and you got a very funny looking flamingo foot there. I could put it down to your stature, though. However, we've done midgets and dwarfs, and all of them, if they've got the wrong skeleton, still fail forensics. Who's the one out of Game of Thrones? That one. We've done that one. Ricky Gervais's girlfriend. Oh, is that him as well? That looked like a full mince. Oh no, that's a real woman by the look of it. There's a lot. Oh, it's a real woman holding the camera, I think. Let's go back. There. That's not him. That's the one who he stood next to who had no genitals. That's that person, isn't it? Whoever that is. Nick Beast. Nick Best. Oh, that's the other one. Right, we're done. Eddie Hall's a woman proven by the inline footfall. I don't know if there is a perfect full mince on Eddie Hall. I don't think I found one. All I found was these ones, inline footfalls, and the flamingos. There you go. Eddie Hall, woman, final answer. Open. Who's the next one? Peter Dinklage, that's the one. In fact, let's do Peter. I've got a hair in my mouth. Let's do Peter Dinklage. Peter